So I'm about to explain in this video this topic in a way you probably have never heard it in your life. And this is the real reason why a large percentage of you is still single. It's not because you're not popular enough. It's not because you're not good looking enough. It's not because you don't even talk to some people in the opposite gender enough. It's not even that. When it comes to making something work with another person in the opposite gender, it's gonna take, the more rare you are is where I'll start here. The more rare you are as a person, the harder it's going to be, whether you're attractive or not. Because if your world's apart from the options that's out there, who knows who you are, who sees you, it's gonna be very difficult. You could have a bunch of good-looking girls in the go, and it still might not pan out. Because when you're too far apart in worlds, in knowledge, in who you are as a person, in understanding, and personal growth and development, it's going to be very difficult. Very difficult. And then you can meet someone where it's like they know a lot of things you know, but they don't match your looks criteria. So that's the thing. The more rare you are, the harder it's going to be, not the opposite. You might think, oh, I've worked so hard on myself, I'm so rare, I'm so something. It should be easy, not necessarily. There's somebody out there for everybody, but you still have to come across that person. That person still has to come across you. There's tons of people in the world you would go together with, like peanut butter and jelly on a sandwich, but you gotta come across the person. There's all kinds of them in the world. There's probably not all kinds in your area. So it's gonna take continuously becoming the person you're gonna become, staying focused, working hard, and staying patient. That's what's going to probably make things come together. Instead of taking less from the table, instead of being so fast to choose something, because to be honest, if a lot of people was in my position, they would have taken on somebody a long time ago, most likely. But I'm one picky person, bro. Myself. Like, I'm picky. It's gonna take something else. I know what I like. I know what's out there. And it's gonna have to be that or nothing. Because anything less, to me, is unacceptable, for the simple fact, I know I wouldn't want to live the rest of my life with that person in that situation like that. Attraction would be lost. I'm not stupid. You can kind of tell, like, okay, there could be a person that's even kind of attractive, but you kind of know you just can't see forever with that person. And there's certain people you see and it's like, that could probably work. So it's not so easy picking a partner. It's very difficult. And the smarter you are, the more you realize that that is the truth. Look how many people get themselves into relationships and everything else, and even have kids. They think they found the one a year or two into having a kid, and they're split up. That shit ain't gonna happen to me because I'm too self-aware. If I wasn't self-aware, that shit probably would have happened to me. Even if the girls were pretty good looking, like, bro, you just kind of know who things could work out with and who things probably wouldn't work out with. And a lot of those people that you turn down and kind of reject is going to get probably upset at you, but you're saving their time. You're saving your time. And because you already know the answer. But let's be real. you probably would have taken them if you didn't know the answer. Like if you knew the answer and you knew, probably gonna leave them. Because I know who I'm gonna become. And I know where I'm headed. And I know what I like. They might not be bad, but there's someone better for you is the thing. This is what I'm saying. I'm not picking a sense where it's like, oh, she has to just be perfect here and here and here and here and perfect blonde with a perfect smile with the perfect color eyes. No. Everyone has their standard. Everybody has their type. I can't even really explain what my type is. You just kind of know it. You just kind of know it when you see it, when it's in front of you, and that's the way it is. So, you guys have probably never heard this topic explained like this before, but this is the real reason why you're still single and why so many people is single today. Like, you're just worlds apart from a lot of the options that's around you, the people you know, the people that know you. And it's not that your person ain't out there, they're always out there. But can you cover the whole world? No, you can't. You can't cover the whole world. You're not in some private jet flying to a different country every day of the week. Like it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna take some time and patience. Someone in your area will probably pop up, most likely, if not somewhere fairly close. Someone new could fly to where you live. You could move to somewhere yourself, but it's gonna take patience. So like I said, it's not because you're not good looking enough. It's not because you lack something in some department that has to do with your life. A lot of the times it's the opposite. A lot of the times you're a developed person and a lot of people just ain't on your level. And there could even be some younger attractive girls, but you're worlds apart and it just ain't gonna work. You're too far ahead. It's just, it becomes a problem. It can be all fine and dandy at first, that initial spark and attraction trigger. But when it comes to actually being with somebody, bro, it's a completely different story. They're gonna be around you quite often, more than if you weren't together, that's for sure. And it's like the more you get closer to a person that you're just so far from in levels and development, you just don't really feel that attracted to them in that sense. Not that they're not physically attractive, that could be there, but the internal might not be there. That's where you're gonna have a problem. That's where you run into an issue and you kind of understand, yeah, this ain't gonna work. They're just too far behind. I'm too far ahead, they're too far behind. And a lot of the times it's the people that just cannot listen. They cannot listen. You can tell they're a person that's not gonna grow to the point where you need them to. And that's the problem. A lot of the times too, man, some of these younger, prettier girls, they don't feel the motivation. They don't want to have the discipline to grow because things come so easy. They get so much attention. They get so many freebies. They get so many everything. They don't feel the need to grow. They don't feel the need to get smarter. They don't feel the need to have to even try to become better because they feel they're already good enough because of how much guys are throwing themselves at them already. They don't feel the need to do it. But where that's going to cause an issue is with the other higher value top tier guys out there, because she's going to have the internals to deal with a guy like that has it all together. Like, she's going to have a growth mentality. She don't going to be perfect at first, but she's going to have to start taking in knowledge and changing herself. That's what's important. What's important is that the person you're going to be with is on the right track, is going on the right track as well as you are. Instead of some stubborn head case of a feminist thinks her shit don't stink. Like, bro, that ain't gonna work. And I don't care how bad she is, that shit ain't gonna work. Just not. Not even close. They're delusional. Ultra delusional. So this is how genuinely hard it is to find the person you're probably going to be with the rest of your life. Is going to be difficult. I could have picked many people. I've been involved in many people, bro. Like, I could have picked many more. But it's like, I gained a wealth of experience at a very young age, and I have stopped things for my own good. Things that could have prolonged with many more people I was involved with, but it didn't, because I knew the answers already. And it goes to show how difficult it is to get that person who's going to match your standard. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And that's why you got to stay focused, stay patient, trust in the timing, trust in the process. And a massive reason why I'm making this video is because so many guys, and even some girls, believe the wrong things about this kind of stuff. Like, they start to question themselves, and oh my God, like, they have this person, like, how could they be with that person and I can't find my person? Or it has nothing to do with anything. Those people that's together might be right for each other. They might be average. You might be far above average. That's the thing. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. There's butt ugly people in the world that are together. There's some of the more attractive men and women on earth that are together. There's average that's together. Like, it doesn't matter. You still, at the end of the day, have to align with another person that's good for you, and that's going to meet your standard. That's what's going to have to happen. Because if it doesn't, you're going to get yourself in something that's probably going to come to an end. And that's just the way it goes. So this is the biggest, realest reason why you're still single. Not because of any of the other things that you think you have to get better at or something like this. The person was always existing on earth that you could have been with. Timing has to be on point for a reason as well. I've spent many years of my life involved with a female. I've spent many years of my life not involved with a partner. Everything happens for a reason. Everything has taken place for a reason. You could be with somebody next week. You could be with somebody in a year. You don't know. You don't know who can move to where you're from. You don't know who you could just come across that you never ever saw before at any given time. Timing is everything, folks. So, like I said, the biggest key in this video is to not think the wrong things about the world, about yourself, about others, about, oh, am I good enough or not? Like, things take time. You have to meet the right person. You have to be compatible in a lot of ways. Like, you have to understand each other. You have to be able to communicate without someone getting just so triggered to the point where it's toxic. You can't even talk about anything real. That's a person that you cannot grow with. That's a person that is dead. They're done. They're done. Like, if things ain't right in life and you're trying to communicate with your partner, do you want someone who's just going to get triggered when you're trying to tell them things that's going to help them and the sake of your guys' lives, future, relationship, and they get triggered because you're trying to tell them what's right? No. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And it could be one of these younger females today. Their heads are huge. Huge, bro. You can't tell a lot of people nothing today. Therefore, it ain't gonna work. If they're that stubborn, if they're that stupid, it's not gonna work. The crazy thing is, too, is you can see someone you even see potential in, but there's just something fixed about their mindset, and that's what's holding everything back. It's crazy, bro, because I came across myself quite a few different females that almost had it all, but there was one big thing that was just like X. That was a deciding factor, and it's like, damn. And it's not just a small little thing that can be tweaked. We're talking a big X. We're talking it can't be changed because they are not going to change it. Therefore, it's not going to work. That's how crazy this shit can be, bro. Like, not everyone wants it like you want it in this life. Not everyone's going to get down with it the way you're going to get down with it in this life. Not everyone sees their life as, I'm going to win in all areas and I'm going to do what it takes to win in all areas. Not everyone views life this way. People are stupid today, bro. It's the truth. I don't even know how people manage. I don't even know how people do the shit they do. They don't even think twice. They're just doing whatever, and it's wild. It's called immaturity. It's called a lack of growth. It's called their lives are going to suck when it's all said and done. And I ain't going to live that way. And I ain't going to have people in my life that live that way. I ain't going to have friends that live that way either. It's just not going to happen. You have to, anyone that's close to me or in my life, you have to have a sense of urgency. You can't just be living whatever, doing whatever all the time. Like, what the hell? Who are you? I don't know. You don't even know who you are. How could I even trust you going forward? How, like, we can never communicate about anything real. It's a problem. And they could be a smoke show. They could be a good-looking girl with a lot of potential. There's could be even be parts of you that's like compatible personality-wise, but it's like there's that one big X that just holds it all back. And like I said, folks, these are all reasons why you could still be single. A lot of it's not even on yourself. This world's messed up. People's messed up. It also takes patience. It also takes running into the right person at the right time. That's the thing too. I feel like I had the right person at some points, and it was bad timing. Someone had to move for school. It's like, it's probably easier to become super successful in life than it is to find a person that's like really good for you that's gonna last a lifetime. It probably is. There's people together, bro, today, they're arguing all the time. They're not even attracted to each other, but they're still together. And that's not what I'm talking about. That kind of shit's kind of easy, and a lot of people's in those positions today. But to have a person that you're thriving with in life, and you're both attracted to each other, it's not easy to find. And I'm not going to settle until that's the case. Like, I don't know about you guys. I ain't going to pick just anybody. I could do that today. Hell, some of you guys would literally take some people I could do that with at any time. I'm just picky. That's all it is. It's who I am. 'Cause I know things, bro. Because I know things. It's like I already know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. There's females sometimes, like I said, and I'll end it with this, that I come across sometimes, and it's like, you could see it. You could see how it could work out. But it's gonna be up to them. Are they gonna live up to it? Are they gonna step up to the plate the way you step up to the plate? Because it's gonna take both. And it doesn't mean they're working equally as hard as you are, doing the same things you're doing. It's just, they have to be trying, bro. They have to be putting in effort. They have to want to make it work. They have to see you as like, we're going to make this work, as you view them as like, we're going to make this work. That's how it has to be. And if it's not like that and people just don't really care and they just think they're just this, and how is anything going to work like that? It's just not going to happen. It's just simply not going to happen. They don't want to grow. They don't want to be on the same wavelength with similar vision, seeing it through, my boy. They don't want to see it. They just, I don't even know how people think, bro. It's so stupid. All they can think about is, oh, I can't wait till work's over for the week so I can party, so I can do something stupid again like I do every week of my life, because I don't even really like my life. It's just so stupid. Live a life you want to live every single day of your life. That's the kind of life that you should be striving towards, and it can be achieved. But anyways, guys, that's it with this video, and pretty solid take. You guys have to cut out. Stop thinking the wrong things about people in the world and yourself, and start seeing how it really is. It's not going to be easy. You can think to yourself, oh, I'm such a good option. It just should be so easy. Not necessarily. The stars have to align. Everything has to align. And it's not that it's not going to happen. It's just not going to be easy. If it was easy, you'd already have it. You'd already have done it. No? It's not easy. Especially when you have a standard. Especially when you hold yourself to a standard. You're challenging people. I challenge everyone that's in my circle. You should. You don't just let people be however. I done that shit before. You get burnt. You get burnt. Whether it be burnt by a female, whether it be burnt by some of your friends, you get stolen from, etc., etc. You just let people be however. You get burnt. You have to hold people accountable. You can't do this. If shit's wrong, you have to say things. Don't just not say it. Say it. You know what I'm saying? So when you challenge others, already it's going to be harder to mend with people. Because a lot of people just are entitled. They think they can act however and do whatever. Stupid. All those people are automatically disqualified from anyone that, if you're anything like me and have a standard, they're already disqualified. Look how many people don't even make the cut. Too many to count. But with that being said, God willing, God bless. I'll see you off the top, I hope. And let's get on to the next one.